Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly and today I'm gonna show you how to turn this mess into this flawless eyeshadow look. Let's talk about the essentials. First, understanding your eye shape is key to creating eye makeup looks that enhance your natural features and flatter your unique appearance. For example, I have hooded eyes, which means the upper lid is mostly covered by a fold of skin when the eyes are open, making the lid space appear smaller. So I need to focus on creating depth and dimension in the crease. Use darker shades to define the outer corner and apply shimmer or light shades on the center of the lid. Keep the eyeshadow visible even when my eyes are open for a balanced look. For beginners, a blending brush is a must. There are various types and sizes of eye brushes, each serving different purposes in eyeshadow application. And choosing the right blending brush for your specific needs and eye shape is essential for achieving a flawless eyeshadow application. For example, I have a large brush and a medium brush here. A large one is typically used for applying base shades or blending colors across the entire eyelid, while the medium brush is ideal for applying transition shades or blending in the crease. Then I have some smaller brushes with different types. The one with rounded bristles is designed to blend eyeshadow seamlessly and soften harsh lines. The taper one is ideal for more precise blending and detailing in the crease or the outer corner. And last one, I have the pencil brush with a pointed tip. It's excellent for applying eyeshadow to the lower lash line, adding detail or smudging eyeliner for a smoky effect. The next tip to create a smooth and long-lasting eyeshadow look is using eye primer. I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion today. If you're looking for an affordable option, try out the Milani eye primer. I apply it all over my lids and blending out using my finger. Eye primer helps enhance the color payoff and the longevity of the eyeshadow, prevent creasing and transferring, and create an even canvas for easy blending. Don't skip it if you want your eyes to look flawless. Then I'm using a fluffy brush to set it with Kosas Cloud Set. You can also use an eyeshadow color that is similar to your skin to set, but sometimes it may change the color of the eyeshadow you put on top because of its pigment. The powder can help prevent eyeshadows from adhering unevenly or appearing patchy, and absorb any excess moisture or oil if you have oily eyelids, further reducing the likelihood of creasing. The eyeshadow I'm using today is the e.l.f. Bite-Size Eyeshadow in Truffles. I'm using the Bdellium Tools brush, which is a tapered blending brush, and dip it into the lighter brown as the transition shade. Then I tap off the excess and start applying to the crease. The crease of the eye refers to the natural fold between the mobile lid and the brow bone. When you have hooded eyes, the crease might be less visible when your eyes are open due to the hooded skin overlapping it. So I put the brush in the center of my lid and blend the color in a windshield wiper motion along the crease, then softly diffusing the color upwards and outwards. Please keep in mind that the way you hold your brush also affects the outcome. Holding the brush further away from the bristles gives you greater control over the movement and pressure of the brush. This can result in more precise and controlled application, avoiding harsh lines and allow you to build up the color gradually. You can choose a shade that is 1 or 2 shades darker than your skin to be the transition shade. If you have hooded eyes like mine, I recommend using small brushes for more precise application so everything will look nice and clean, as we don't have a lot of lid space to work with. And when blending, imagine that there's a line connecting the outer corner of your eye to the tail of the brow. Never cross that line. This helps lift the eyes and create a more flattering shape. On hooded eyes, it's common to apply eyeshadow slightly above the natural crease to ensure that the colors remain visible even when the eyes are open. To create a seamless transition between the shades, I usually take a clean brush or the one I use to apply setting powder to gently soften any harsh lines. Then I add depth to the eye with the darker shade. I'm using the E30 pencil brush from Sigma to pick up some of the darker brown and apply it to the outer one-third of my eye, also called the outer V. If you have small hooded eyes, you need to pay extra attention to where you put the eyeshadow, as it gets messy very easily. First, I put the brush right at the outer corner and drag it towards the lash line, just like creating a wing liner, and blend downwards. Then I take some more eyeshadow and blend upwards towards the crease. Just go slow and build up the intensity. Don't use circular motion to blend, just up and down as we want to create the V shape here. And while blending, always remember to step back to check how it looks from a distance and continue blending until you're happy. I use this palette a lot in my tutorials because it has really good quality for only a few bucks. A neutral eyeshadow palette is an excellent choice for beginners as it offers versatile shades that can be used for various looks, from natural to more defined. You should opt for the eyeshadow colors that complement each other and create a cohesive look. Then I take the brush with the transition shade to blend out and create a seamless transition between the colors. After that, I used a clean brush to go over one more time to diffuse it even more. You can stop here and finish up with mascara if you just want a natural everyday eye look. But if you like something extra to make your eyes pop, keep on watching. I will use the shimmer shade in the palette to apply on my inner corner. You may choose any shade you like, matte, shimmer, or glitter. I just use the one that's already there in the palette. For shimmer shade, the best ways to apply are by using a fingertip or a damp dense brush. These tools help pack on the shimmer and provide maximum color payoff. I want more control, so I go with a dense brush from Bdellium tools. I spray some setting spray on to dampen it before taking some eyeshadow on. You can also use water. Then I place it on the center of my lid and start pressing it down, and slowly move to the inner corner. I stop right before the outer V because I don't want to mix up the colors. I keep the shimmer on the 2/3 of the inner corner. I apply the eyeshadow slightly above the crease to ensure that the colors remain visible even when my eyes are open. If the shimmer shade isn't as intense as you like, you can layer it by repeating the pressing motion to build up the color. Just be sure not to apply too much product at once to avoid fallout. And once again, I take the brush with the transition shade to blend out the edges seamlessly. After that, I repeat the whole process to the lower lash line, starting with the light brown shade. I blend out and connect it to the upper lid. Then I use the darker brown to apply closer to my lash line. To make the eye look even more defined, I use an angle brush to stamp the eyeshadow on and slightly blend out. Remember to also keep it only on the 1/3 of the outer corner. Let's finish up the eye look with a layer of mascara. The one I'm using is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Lastly, to make the eye look more complete, I apply a small amount of highlighter to my tear duct area and the brow bone, and also put on the falsies. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Don't forget to thumbs up if you do, and thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye!